Yup. We back at it again one more time for the people, man. Thank you again for tuning up with Cultural Awareness Podcast, man. This is Cultural Awareness, and this is your host, Big Steph, man. And today, man, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before we get it started, I hope all of you guys are doing well out there. God bless, man. Stay positive out there. So, don't mess with negativity, man. Stay, focus on your goals, your dreams, man. And before you can accomplish anything in life, make sure of one thing. You have to dream about it first. Make dream come true, but dream without action is just dream. Remember that as well, right? So if you want to go far, don't be mediocre in your dream. Make sure that you dream so big that we are like, damn, this person is really living, because that is the only way you can start doing something, right? When you dream, then you go and start taking action, man, you become powerful. Why? Because a man that is taking action to realize, toward fulfilling his dream, man, that man is going to fulfill that dream, and he's going to be very powerful. So don't ever forget that. That was my piece of advice for today. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what podcast it is. It's Cultural Awareness Podcast. And here we talk about culture around the world, and I usually bring the story of the day to bring a message, right? And today's story of the day, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Have you ever stole something and somebody stole it from you? Okay, so let's get down. And you got mad because somebody stole something you stole that wasn't yours to begin with? You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get here. So this man is writing us a story because he doesn't know what to do. This is what happened. The man said, he'd been married with his wife for 15 years now, and something strange happened, right? So he found a little cutie out there, and he was messing with this other shorty out there, and what happened? So he said, what had happened was, you know how people, when they always start a story, what had happened was, but anyway, let's get down, let's be serious, because this man is crying, okay? So he found a girl out there, and he started cheating on his wife with this girl, and, he was meeting with her. So one day, or recently, he said about 2 weeks ago, he went into a hotel room with his, mistress or whatever, and before he can get down in the action, he heard a woman that was moaning in the other room, like she was getting the dog beat out of her, she was getting the pipe, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about beating her physically, but you know what I mean. She was having sex, right? She like, apparently, excuse my language, but she was getting fuck hard, and she was moaning, right? And this man heard, and he said, wait a minute, that voice looked familiar. And he waited a little bit, and he kept hearing it, and then he didn't even get a chance to do what he came to do with his mistress, right? So he said, that sounds like my wife. So he went on the other door and knocked on the door, and the woman that came out sweaty to ask why is he knocking? Was his wife, and his wife was shocked to see him. So he saw her, he saw the man, and he just left the hotel room and never went back to his own house. So he never went back to his own house. He just left his wife out there with the kids, and he said he's still paying for kids, everything that the kids need, but he's not going back home. And he was asking, like, what should he do? Should he forgive his wife and keep on moving, or like, what should he do? Because no matter what he does, he cannot remove. He said the same moaning that she was giving to that man is the same moaning that she gives to him in bed. So that is how he was able to recognize the voice. And right now, the man doesn't know what to do. He found another place where he's staying, and he's confused, and so He's asking what he should do. So this is me now talking. Okay, that was the story of the day for you. And please feel free to go ahead, like the podcast, leave comment, and leave your story. We have a phone number here: 1-888-140-978, 818-814-0978. Please leave your comment or call us to give your story, and we will pass it on here, right? Because cultural awareness is here to stay. So that being said, let's go right into it. So, like, remember, I asked you, you ever stole something and somebody stole it from you, or you did something and somebody did it to you and it hurts 10 times worse, you know what I mean? So, I'm not saying that this woman was right on cheating on her husband, and I'm not here to defend the husband either, because both are in the wrong, technically. I repeat that, both are in the wrong, technically. So, the man said his wife is a devout Christian, and she prays every day. You know, oh my God. Okay, she prays every day with him, and I mean, at least she prays every day. She goes to church every Sunday. So he didn't think of his wife like that, because at least if you are with a wife, when you have that kind of wife, like, I think Monday she might cheat on me. But when you have that wife that is so devout Christian, she pray every day with, so you don't imagine that she could be at heart responsible, for such action like cheating on her man, because you don't think that could ever come through her mind. But yet, this man said he prayed also with his wife, but, recently at home, it wasn't going right. So he had that, mistress with him. But what he didn't know was his wife was also out here. Maybe the reason it wasn't going right at home is because she was already getting digged down before he decided to go see his mistress. We don't know. He thought he started first. Maybe she started first. Maybe that's why at home it wasn't going well. You know what I mean? But to discuss the story, or to discuss the matter, I think the man should go back to his house. I mean, what can I say here? You are both in the wrong, but I think it's all about who caught who first, right? He said his wife didn't catch him. He's the one that tell us the story with his honesty that he was with another woman. But his wife doesn't know he was with another woman. In other words, he's not in the right. He's not in the wrong. He's in the right. His wife is in the wrong. Why? Because she got caught. He didn't, right? It's not cheating unless you get caught. Remember that quote? Yep. So the man didn't get caught. His wife got caught. So if she got caught, how should they go about it? Should he go out there and kick her out of the house, or should he try to forgive her? He said even if he was trying to forgive her, and this is me saying it, even if this man was trying to forgive his wife, right? There's one thing he will never get out of his ear: the fact that women usually don't give themselves out there to a man like that. For a woman to let herself completely go and say, take my body and do whatever you want with it, she have to really, really trust you. That shows us that it wasn't the first time this woman was having sex with that I guess, man. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it wasn't the first time. Because on your first time, you don't scream like that, like he said. You don't scream like that. And I think he could be right here. I also think that it takes a lot for a woman to trust you, especially that she's already married. It takes time for her to even trust you and give her body to you like that. I'm not saying that it takes time for her to have sex. I say it takes time to give her body. There's a difference, right? When she completely let herself go without any frustration, like she really let you take her on. You know what I mean? It takes time for a woman to do that. And the fact that she was already able to do that shows that this encounter has been going on for quite some time right now. You know what I mean? And also, don't ever forget one thing. When a woman cheats on his wife, he go out there and have to conquer. But when a woman cheats on her husband, she have to let herself be conquered by another man. There's a big difference. There's a difference between a conqueror and a person that is being conquered, right? Like there's a difference between the hunter and the and the meat, right? Or the prey or whatever. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So that tells us, like, for her to really let her body go like that, let the man that is, digging her down take care of her like that, it means she has been doing this for quite some time. And frankly, just because, and that is another point that I wanted to make, just because you see somebody praying 24 hours doesn't, you don't know what goes on in the dark, man. People are other people when it gets darker, okay? So do not, because we know serial killer that we're praying and yet kill after. So maybe they're praying to ask for forgiveness. And sometimes maybe is it your mind that is playing trick on you, like, oh, I have to pray a lot for God to forgive me for all these sins I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not here to judge anybody that prays a lot. I'm just saying, man, be careful when people always say, oh, I'm Christian, I'm Christian. I don't trust that. You know what I mean? Judge people by their character, by who they are. Do not judge them by what they say, but judge them by what they do and how they behave in a society, and by their character. And don't forget one thing, right? Looks can be deceiving. That is all I'm going to say about that. So that was the story of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously I have to cut it short because I decided not to go too long anymore. So please, if you appreciate the podcast and you like the story that I'm out here telling you, you know what I mean, please don't feel free to go ahead and leave some comment, leave your own story, and please share, man. Share is caring. Sharing is caring. So go ahead and share the podcast to all other people out there, your friends, everybody, your neighbors, or anybody, man. And thank you again for listening. And most of all, God bless. Peace.